And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Chicago Bulls. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Yves Missi. Kobe White is out there with ball. Then there's Bailey. And Marie Boyles in at the 4 spot. And for the Pistons, Ivy is out there with Jordan. Then there's Wagner. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Holland in at the power forward position. And Embiid tries to bring out his best when he's matched up against any of the league's top teams. You know, he has said it publicly, but he puts a lot of stock in games like this one.
And that's the thing about Embiid. He loves the challenge. We've already seen how he can raise his game in this kind of a situation. I know he's more than fired up for this contest.
This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. Two major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup, and knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the 3 by Detroit. Ball with the bucket.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Now here's Jordan. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
Pass to Marie Boyle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Bailey with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And it's blocked by Jordan. And for the ball out of bounds, Jordan touched it last. For the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Marie Boyles, and a miss there on the triple. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A shot by Jordan, no good.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Inside, here's Ivy. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play from Ivy.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
And Jordan throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
There's White following the bucket by the Pistons.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
The drive by Jordan behind the back and lays it in. Jordan's got 9.
Well, the fans loved it, but I think the coach only does if it goes in.
Pass to Marie Boyle. Here's Bailey. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Murray Boyles with the bucket. 6 points for him.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Embiid finds Jordan. And a missed layup.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Ball with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Murray Boyles with the bucket.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Pistons trailed by 5. Embiid the pass to Jordan. Back to Embiid. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Ivy. And here's Jordan outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Bailey. Another 3 for Chicago.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Picked off in midair. Pass the ball. Here's Murray Boyles. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Murray Boyles has got 12 points in the game. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He dropped 69 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentless.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now, here is Jordan. He's got 13. Here's the 3. Jordan can't get that one to fall. Chicago leading by 17. Here's White. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Detroit's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Wagner outside. Jordan with the ball. Bailey picks him up. Shot clock at 6. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 15. Bounce pass from Ivy. It's blocked. Outside ball. Pass to Bailey. No good on the triple. Pistons trailed by 17. Both teams will make substitutions. Now the Bulls with it. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Chemistry at its best.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Chicago leading by 19. Taking a look at the Bulls. Austin Reeves out there with Bailey. Then there's Dunleavy. Then it's Thorpe. It's Beringer in at the 5. The Pistons have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. It's Jordan with the drive. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting. And Chicago shooting extremely well. 62% of the night to this point. Here's Thorpe. Hands it from downtown. Thorpe's got 5 points in the quarter.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Simpson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Bailey driving to the basket. And finished off by Bailey.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Jordan, good. Jordan's got 19 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Beringer. Now Bailey, defended by Jordan. Bailey misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Back to Jordan. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Pistons trailed by 21. It's stolen by Bailey. To the inside. Here's Murray Boyle. From deep, Reeves. Rebound by Williams. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Back to Jordan. Pass to Ivy. Down low. Out to the right wing. Williams finds Jordan. Doesn't go that time. Bulls leading by 21. Bailey passes the ball. To the hoop.
There's that athleticism. Man, does ball get up fast for that one.
High post, Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. Nice shot by Wall.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Outside ball. There's the 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Here's Jordan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you shoot 84% on the season.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Wagner finds Jordan. And here's Ivy. Embiid from outside. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Murray Boyle. His last outing, he had 18 points. Top of the key, Bailey. The offensive rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And that one drops for him.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 25. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting that up court.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see.
Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Chicago also making a switch. White's checked in to the right side. Bailey with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And Jordan throws it down.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And Chicago has possession. After the basket by Detroit. Pass to Bailey. Jacks up a 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Ball with it. Now defended by Embiid. Here's Bailey. A 3-pointer, no good. And so Wagner will bring it out for the Pistons. They'll be playing host to Portland for the next one. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Guys?
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Bounce pass from Ivy. And it's blocked. Pass break. Here comes Chicago. White, wide open. He fires. And he hits it, and he gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Popped up there for Embiid. And Detroit with another turnover here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Chicago. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
Seeing where Detroit is, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that number 1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
So, Tim, many have speculated that being an NBA coach is one of the most thankless jobs in all of professional sports. Do you agree with that?
Well, Kevin, it certainly can be. There's an awful lot of pressure that comes with those coveted positions. There's not a lot of job security. And, of course, there's always the difficulty in dealing with star players. But when you win, I don't know there's a better job in professional sports.
And when there's winning, there's always coaching probably at the core. Am I correct in that?
there is no doubt there has to be cohesion between a coaching staff and that roster if you want to win at the highest level. Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Here's White from outside off the mark. Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Murray Boyle, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Here's Jordan. Back to Ivy. Pass to Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Jordan, 2 shots.
Free throw good. Jordan. Chicago making a switch here. Forbes checked in. And both free throws good for Jordan. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Out to the wing. Here's Murray Boyle. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Rodriguez check in for Chicago. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. The Pistons shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. Jordan kicks to Holland. Jordan against Ball. Second chance shot, and Holland gets it to go. Holland's got his first basket of the night.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
For the 3, Thorpe can't make it work. And, well, Detroit shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Back to Ball.
And that is his 3rd foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At the line for the Bulls, Ball. LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so it's the Chicago Bulls rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this.
You know who's having a great time watching these guys launch it from downtown? Me. You know who's not?
Okay, fellas, now we'll look at the sharpshooter. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Detroit has possession. Holland is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. Pass to Murray Boyle. Ball with a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jordan with the bucket. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. And White kicks to Ball. Drills the three-pointer. Ball's got 18 points.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Bailey. Here's Murray Boyle.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Jordan. 37 points for him. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Bailey. Misses the three. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. From deep, Jordan. Rebounded by Bailey.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
White, good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Stolen by Ball. Fast break, Chicago. And it's White missing. Jordan finds Embiid. Back to Jordan. Stolen by Ball. And here they go. And finished off by Bailey.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Now, here's Wagner. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's Jordan. Here's Embiid. They can't stop the run with that one.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now, here's Ball. 18 points for him. No good on the three. And here's Jordan outside. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Fires the three. Ball no good. And so it's Detroit with it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Boy, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
Bulls have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. A clear look for Ball. Again, Ball missing. The Pistons shooting 47%, pretty solid. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jordan drives in. And good that time. Jordan's got 39.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
He was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 39.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's White missing. Now, here's Jordan. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Tough to recover when you continue to turn the basketball over at this rate.
And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Pass to Bailey. The kick out to Ball. Outside White. Back to Misi. And Misi throws it down.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Count it good. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Here's Bailey. Off target with his three. Detroit's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Outside, Ball. Bailey sends a screen for Ball. No good from outside.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And Jordan gets it to go.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Over to the left wing. Bailey. That three off the mark.
He has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And for the Bulls, they're shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Again, the Pistons score.
He is just self-willing in his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Pass to Bailey. Back to Ball. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Pistons. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. The Pistons working the ball around now. Now, here's Wagner. Back to Jordan. Embiid finds Jordan. Got a piece of it. It's White on the wing. Ivy defending. Ball from long range. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Bailey. Buries the long-range jumper. Bailey's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Jordan, that's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. 45 points for Jordan.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Tinsley pass to Reeves. No good with the triple. And, well, Detroit shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. And Chicago shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And the Bulls making a change also. Forbes checked in. On the wing, Reeves. Fires it up. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And Holland gets it to go. Holland's got 8 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Berenger. Here's Bailey. He's defended by Jordan. Bailey misses.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
The Bulls shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
And now he has picked up his fifth foul. He knows he's going to be targeted. They're going to have to protect him somehow.
And the Bulls making a change here. Tinsley's check. Team's changing it up here. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watched shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was the guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of the screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Austin Reeves. Thorpe is out there with Dunleavy. It's Beringer in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Jordan outside.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Yes, that goes in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Back to Jordan for three. The shot, no good.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Pass to Beringer. Here's Thorpe. This one for three. Detroit with the rebound. Embiid got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Back to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. To the paint, knocks it loose. Here's the break. Here's Wagner. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Dunleavy. On the wing, Reeves. Tinsley. And again, Chicago. No good. Wagner on the wing. Back to Jordan. Collins kicks to Wagner. A three-pointer off the mark. The Bulls shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dunleavy's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Now Reeves. .149 left to play in the final quarter. Dunleavy's shot is off. And, well, Detroit shooting really well. 54% from the floor.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here's Tinsley. On the wing, Reeves. Offline with his three.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
Here's Beringer. Dunleavy the pass to Thorpe. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Jordan with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That one falls.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
And the foul called on it.
That's the end of the game.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled.
There were stretches tonight where your team
coming up short shows us the truth.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thanks, Jen.